This is healing. Body, nervous system, wholeness. Energy medicine, Ayurveda-inspired living, herbal wisdom. Learn, heal, and be together. Wholeness isn't fixing, it's integrating. Evolve Global 22's Healing Light Studio. Understanding begins here. Healing happens here. Wholeness lives within you. Hello, everybody. It is time to start a new week in our healing circle. I hope you all had a great weekend. And we are testing out something a little bit new here. I am transferring or transforming the videos into a podcast-like format so that you have voice only. And this is a result of a few requests I had from some of my subscribers who said they would love to be able to just listen and not have to worry about the video part. So I am testing this out. Any feedback is appreciated. Let's get right into this week. Once again, welcome to tonight's Healing Circle. This week, we are talking about when your body feels off, and we're starting with the place where so much begins, your gut. Because when your digestion is off, everything can feel off. Your energy, your mood, your clarity, even how you show up in your life. Tonight, my friends, is not about fixing everything. It is about understanding your body and learning how to support it in real, simple, and sustainable ways. So let's get right into this. What are digestion disorders? Your digestive system is not functioning properly if you are having issues. So some of the things that happen is your food is not breaking down properly. Nutrients are not being absorbed properly, and waste is not moving properly. This involves gut bacteria, your microbiome, enzymes, and very important, which very few people talk about, your nervous system. You may feel bloating, especially after eating, gas or discomfort, constipation or diarrhea, food sensitivities, or feeling heavy, sluggish, or off after meals. Your gut, my friends, is your first brain. Your gut is often called your second brain, but for many people, it functions like the first. Why? It has its own nervous system. It communicates constantly with your brain, and it plays a major role in mood, clarity, and energy. So how this shows up is physically, you may have low energy or poor digestion. Mentally, you may have brain fog or difficulty focusing. Emotionally, you might have anxiety, irritability, or just feeling not yourself. This is why you don't separate your gut health from how you feel. You connect them. From a power of three perspective and a power of three foundation of support, in energy medicine, we look to regulate before we eat. Digestion requires a calm nervous system. If you're rushing, distracted, or stressed, your body cannot properly break down food. So, my friends, a life living practice that's simple that you can do every day. Before you eat today, just pause. Place one hand on your stomach, take a slow breath in through your nose, and a longer breath exhaling out through your mouth. Do that 3 times. This, my friends, signals safety to your body. And with intention before you eat, say, my body receives, processes, and uses what I need with ease. From an essential oil herbal support perspective, peppermint is very good for supporting digestive clarity. Ginger is warming and activating. And if you use these two oils prior to eating, it can be very helpful. Or you can dilute them if you need to with a carrier oil and just rub them on your abdomen as part of your morning routine. From an Ayurveda inspired perspective, we build our digestive fire. This is called Agni. So when digestion is weak, food sits, it ferments, it causes bloating and discomfort. Support your system, my friends, by eating warm, cooked foods. Avoid ice cold drinks. Eat at consistent times and stop before you feel overly full. Support digestion instead of overwhelming it. From herbal medicine, again, ginger activates digestion, fennel reduces gas, and peppermint soothes the gut. Don't forget those. We spoke about a couple of those in the prior in the essential oils. Another item that I use daily in my daily ritual is Agara Cafe. Something as simple as your morning drink matters. Agara Cafe is warm, it supports a calm focus, it fits into a regulated daily rhythm. Instead of starting your day in stress, start by supporting your gut. Now let's talk about a little diet and food hack that we can do or work into our system. Number 1, keep meals simple. Protein plus vegetables or grains plus vegetables. Avoid heavy combinations like fried and dairy and sugar. If you can eliminate refined sugar or sugar in general, added sugars, and too many sweeteners, if you can eliminate those as much as possible, that would be even better. Another daily life hack: eat similar meals for a few days. It helps your body adjust. It reduces digestive confusion and it decreases bloating. The most important shift is eat without distraction. Sit down, slow down, and chew well. Digestion starts in your brain, not in your stomach. Another thing that I suggest that everyone do is do a gut reset. It's simple and doable. For 3 to 5 days, reset your gut by warm, simple meals, consistent meal timing, and reducing sugar and processed foods. Reducing sugar and processed foods, your goal should be to minimize them as much as possible. If you can get to 5% of your overall diet, as in sugar or processed foods, that is great because that means 95% of your diet is clean and green. Some simple reset meals, my friends: lentil soup or other kinds of vegetable-based soups, steamed vegetables plus protein, or rice plus vegetables. Give your system space to recalibrate. Now, there are some things that you may have not heard before, and I know there was a point in my life that I hadn't heard many of these things either. Number 1, it may not be what you eat, it may be how you eat. Foods that are deemed healthy foods can still be heavy. Raw vegetables are heavy. Smoothies are heavy. Cold drinks are heavy. If digestion is weak, even healthy food is hard to process. Number 3, your gut affects your mood. Anxiety, irritability, and low motivation often are physiological signs, not just, there are physiological signs and emotional signs. Now, something that I forgot for a whole week, my apologies, is our 5 reflection questions. Reflection journaling question number 1, and if you have not started journaling, please do yourself a favor, at least one day a week for 5 or 10 minutes. Number 1, when do I feel discomfort after eating? Number 2, am I eating in calm or in stress? Number 3, what patterns do I notice in timing or combinations? Number 4, how does my gut impact my mood and energy? And number 5, what is one simple shift I can make today? My friends, your gut is not digesting food, it's processing your life. And when your gut feels off, everything can feel off. So this week, we're not trying to change everything, we're starting here with awareness and one small shift. That's how real healing begins. And my friends, if you have enjoyed this segment, which is airing on Monday evening, April 27th. It's our healing circle. If you want more, deeper information, deeper insights, specific practices, meditations, healing sessions, or direct access to me, please join our healing circle on Patreon. The link is in your description as well as in the first comment. In addition, my friends, I have essential oils and doTERRA products and Evolve Global 22's products. They are also in the link and in the description as well as in the first comment. And Agara Cafe, you can get that. The link is there as well. Please do yourself a favor and listen to what your body is telling you. Peace, love, and light, all. Take care. I will see you in the circle. And remember, healing happens here. Wholeness lives within you. This is not self-help. This is healing. Body, nervous system, wholeness. Energy medicine, Ayurveda-inspired living, herbal wisdom. Learn, heal, and be together. Wholeness isn't fixing, it's integrating. Evolve Global 22's Healing Light Studio. Understanding begins here. Healing happens here. Wholeness lives within you. Good evening, everybody. It is Tuesday, and we are entering our healing circle. Once again, welcome back to Evolve Global 22's Healing Light Studio and our healing circle. Yesterday, we talked about the gut, where so much begins. Today, we're moving into something deeper, autoimmune conditions. This is where the body becomes confused, and instead of protecting you, it starts reacting against you. But this is not your body failing. This is your body overwhelmed, overactivated, and trying to manage more than it should. Tonight is about understanding that and learning how to support your system in a way that brings it back toward balance. So, what is autoimmune conditions? What are they? Autoimmune conditions happen when your immune system mistakenly attacks your own body. Instead of recognizing what belongs, it begins reacting to your own tissues. Common areas that are affected are your thyroid, which controls energy and metabolism, joints, which creates pain and stiffness, skin, which creates irritation and inflammation, and yes, your digestive system. Some common symptoms that people may experience who have autoimmune challenges are flare-ups. They have good days and bad days, ongoing fatigue, pain, stiffness, or swelling, brain fog, digestive discomfort, skin issues, and feeling unpredictable in your own body. Many people say, I don't feel like myself anymore. So, what's really happening? Your immune system is not broken, it is overactive and dysregulated. This happens because the body is often dealing with chronic stress, nervous system overload, digestive imbalance, and gut involvement. environmental, and lifestyle stressors. The immune system follows the nervous system, my friends. If your body is constantly in stress mode, the immune system stays activated. So, how this may show up? Physically, it can show up as pain, fatigue, or inflammatory patterns. Mentally, it can show up as brain fog, difficulty focusing. Emotionally, it shows up as anxiety, frustration, and feeling disconnected from your own body. You don't fight your body, you help regulate it. And this is our big why for tonight. Again, you don't fight your body, you help regulate it. So, when we talk about the power of three supports, energy medicine calms the overactive response. Autoimmune is often a state of too much internal signaling. The body is reacting constantly. So, what I want you to do right now is place one hand on your heart space and one on your abdomen. Take a slow breath in through your nose and a longer breath out through your mouth on your exhale. Let your body settle just a little. This one practice is so important, and we do it here all the time. This begins to reduce reactivity. And then when you exhale on the last breath, make your intention. My body recognizes what belongs and responds with balance. Some essential oils that support uh, this challenge. Frankincense is for grounding and cellular support. Lavender is for calming and nervous system support. And if you use them aromatically, you can diffuse them and ultimately you are breathing them. Or you can dilute them and use them topically. From an Ayurveda inspired living perspective, understanding our doshas or body types is very important. In Ayurveda, your body is guided by three energy types called doshas. Vata is in control of movement, nervous system, and variability. Pitta is run by metabolism, heat, and intensity. And Kapha is structure, stability, and heaviness. In autoimmune conditions, the two doshas that are often involved are Vata, instability, which the symptoms are fluctuating symptoms, anxiety, and irregular digestion, and Pitta, which is overactivity. And some of those symptoms are inflammation, irritation, and flare ups. You can support your system by creating routine. This stabilizes Vata. You can eat warm cooked foods that are easy to process. You can avoid extremes, over restricting or over exercising. You can reduce overstimulation, which calms pitta. Think consistency over intensity. Now, some herbal wisdom support. Turmeric supports immune imbalance. Ashwagandha helps regulate stress and immune response, and ginger supports digestion and circulation. And one daily ritual that helps me so much and ties in here is Agara Cafe. Autoimmune conditions thrive in dysregulation. A daily ritual like Agara Cafe, with all of its natural supports that are within it, supports a calm, steady energy, avoids spikes and crashes, and helps shift from stress mode to regulated state. This is not just a drink, it becomes a pattern of support. Now let's talk about some diet and food combination life hacks. Keep food simple and consistent, my friends. Protein plus cooked vegetables. Warm, easy to digest meals. Avoid heavy mixed meals and avoid constantly changing your diet. Another life hack is don't change everything at once. Remove one trigger at a time. Give your body time to respond. And next, stability over perfection. Eat at similar times daily. Avoid long gaps or chaotic eating. Your body needs predictability to feel safe. A simple base meal would be this: protein, plus cooked vegetables, plus healthy fat. This becomes your safe foundation. And next, I want to share a gentle reset for autoimmune support. Do this for 3 to 5 days. It's a stabilizing reset. Warm meals only. Consistent timing. Reduce sugar and ultra processed foods. Reduce animal products and reduce wheat products. Focus on nourishment, simplicity, and regulation. The goal here is to calm the system, not shock it. Now, you may have heard some of what I'm going to say before, but many people have not, and I know I did not. So, this is what you may have never heard. Autoimmune is not just physical, it is a regulation issue. Number 2, stress alone can trigger flare-ups, even if your diet is perfect. Number 3, over-restricting food can make it worse. Too many changes equals more stress. The next one, your body is not attacking you randomly. It is responding to overload. And last, healing is not about fighting. It is about reducing reactivity. Now, I want to talk about something next that is a little bit controversial, perhaps, and I want to be very careful when I speak about this. And the topic here is why medicine is not always the full answer. Balanced, so medical treatment is often necessary and important, and it can reduce symptoms, manage flare-ups, and protect the body. But medication alone does not always address chronic stress, nervous system dysregulation, daily lifestyle patterns, and digestive imbalance. The reality is that you can take medication and still feel off because the root patterns are still active. So I want to make it very clear. Medication can be good, and I use medication as a last resort to anything if necessary. However, if we can, the thought process here is if we can control and manage through our food intake and lifestyle choices, which work naturally with your body, then that is the first best option. So true support looks like medical care when needed, plus daily regulation, plus lifestyle support, plus nourishment. This is where healing becomes more complete. Some simple solutions that might actually help. Create a daily rhythm. Simplify your meals. Think clean and green. Reduce overstimulation. Support your nervous system and focus on consistency, not perfection. Small shifts done consistently create real change over time. Now, as always, our 5 reflection questions. And if you have not started journaling, please start at least once a week for 5 or 10 minutes. Reflection question number 1. When do my symptoms flare the most? Number 2, what patterns do I notice in stress or routine? Number 3, am I trying to fix everything at once? Number 4, where can I create more consistency in my day? And number 5, what is one way I can support my body today? My friends, your body is not working against you. It is trying to protect you, even if it's doing it in a way that feels overwhelming. So instead of fighting your body this week, we're going to support it gently, consistently, and steadily, because that's how the system begins to come back into balance. Now, if you have found this information valuable, please consider joining our Healing Circle on Patreon. It's only $7.99 a month. We go deeper into our topics. We have monthly master classes, various supports, practices, and healing sessions, and you have direct access to me. The link is in the description and in the first comment. Also, if you need essential oils, I only use doTERRA. You can get those by looking at the links in the description and the first comment. and Agara Cafe, which is a huge part of my daily routine and how I keep my system in balance. That link is also there for you. So peace, love, and light to everyone. Thank you for spending this time with me. I will see you in the circle. And remember, healing happens here, but wholeness lives within you. This is not self-help. This is healing. Body, nervous system, wholeness. Energy medicine, Ayurveda-inspired living, herbal wisdom. Learn, heal, and be together. Wholeness isn't fixing, it's integrating. Evolve Global 22's Healing Light Studio. Understanding begins here. Healing happens here. Wholeness lives within you. Hello, everybody. It is Wednesday, April 29th, and this is Evolve Global 22 Healing Light Studio, and this is your Healing Circle with Dr. Debbie. Today, welcome back to another Healing Circle. We've talked about digestion this week and the immune system, and today we're moving into something many people are living with: high blood pressure. But here's the deeper truth, my friends. This isn't just about your heart, it's about pressure inside your body and inside your life. And tonight, we're going to understand that and learn how to start releasing it. High blood pressure means the force of your blood pushing against your artery walls is consistently too high. This involves heart function, blood vessels, meaning arteries tightening, and the nervous system. Some common symptoms, and many people feel nothing, but some can experience head pressure or headaches, tight chest or shoulders, feeling anxious or on edge, fatigue, and restfulness. Often it's called a silent condition, but your body is still communicating. So, what's really happening in your body is often in a chronic stress response. This leads to tightened blood vessels, increased heart workload, and constant internal tension. Your nervous system controls your pressure. If your body stays in stress mode, your pressure stays elevated. And this shows up physically as tension, fatigue, and pressure. And it shows up mentally as racing thoughts and difficulty slowing down. And it shows up emotionally as irritability, overwhelm, and feeling constantly on. You don't just treat pressure, you reduce it at the source. So let's look at it from the power of three perspective and how we can support it. In energy medicine, we must release internal pressure. This is not just physical pressure, it is internal holding. Place one hand on your heart, take a slow breath in through your nose, and then exhale slowly, a longer breath out through your nose. Let your shoulders drop just a little. This is one quick way you can release pressure in your body. The longer exhales calm the nervous system. When you do your exhale, add this intention to make it even better. I release pressure and allow ease. So every time you exhale, you do the long exhale out through the mouth. Say, I release pressure and allow ease. Some essential oils that are supportive with high blood pressure is lavender because it's calming, bergamot because it supports mood and relaxation, and you can use those aromatically or dilute them and use them topically. From an Ayurveda-inspired living perspective, understanding our doshas, which are our body's natural energies and body types, is crucial. Vata controls movement and the nervous system. Pitta is heat, intensity, and metabolism, and Kapha is structure and stability. In high blood pressure, most often, pitta is imbalanced. It's heat plus pressure, intensity, irritability, and overdrive. To support your system, eat cooling foods like greens and cucumber. Reduce overstimulation, slow your pace where possible, and create space in your day. Think, soften, don't push. From an herbal wisdom support perspective, hibiscus tea supports blood pressure. Garlic supports the cardiovascular system, and hawthorn is good for heart support. A daily ritual that I use that ties in well here is your morning matters. Start it with Agara Cafe. It supports calm and steady energy, avoids spikes and crashes, and helps reduce stress-driven patterns. This supports your system throughout the day. Now let's talk about a diet and food combination life hack. Add in before you take out. Again, add in before you take out. So add in greens and potassium-rich foods like avocado and baby spinach. Next, hydration matters. Dehydration increases pressure. Drink water consistently throughout the day. Next, balanced meals. Protein plus vegetables plus healthy fat prevents stress spikes in the body. Another life hack is don't skip meals. Skipping leads to a stress response, leads to raises in pressure. Do a flavor swap. Use garlic, lemon, and herbs instead of excess salt. Now let's talk about a gentle reset for pressure support. This is a 3 to 5 day reset, my friends. Simple, whole foods. Get rid of super processed foods, any processed foods, minimize them significantly, switch them out for better processed choices, some better snacks, for example, but eliminate them as much as possible. Next, minimize animal products, minimize wheat products. If you can get down to about 5% of your whole diet being animal products, wheat and grains products, and better choices for processed food items, and the rest 95% is clean and green, and like God gave us our natural foods, that is great. Consistent meals. Map out your day and eat consistent meals and reduce the amounts you eat. Do not ever become full. Once you are satisfied and not hungry, stop. Reduce, again, processed foods, excess salt, and minimize sugar as much as possible. Focus on hydration, calm, and nourishment. The goal here is to reduce internal load. Now, here are some things that you may have never heard. High blood pressure is not just about salt. It's about stress and tension. Your thoughts affect your pressure. Constant worry, overthinking keeps your system activated. Next, rest is not optional. It is part of regulation. Another one, you may be holding more than you realize, physically and emotionally. Now, medicine is not always the full answer. Medication can lower the numbers and reduce risk, but it does not always address chronic stress, nervous system patterns, and daily lifestyle. The reality is you can take medication and still feel pressure internally. True support is medical care when needed, plus daily regulation, plus lifestyle shifts. This is where real change happens. Some simple solutions again: slow your breath, create daily calm moments, eat consistently and a lot less, and clean and green 95% of the time, hydrate, reduce overstimulation. Small shifts create real change. And now, my friends, for our 5 reflection and journaling questions. Number 1, where do I feel pressure in my life right now? 2, when does my body feel most tense? 3, am I giving myself space to slow down? 4, what is contributing to my stress daily? And 5, what is one way I can release pressure today? This isn't just about your heart, it's about how much you are holding and how little space you may have to release it. So this week, we are not adding more, we are allowing less pressure. And that's where your body begins to shift. If you have found this information helpful, please join us in our Healing Circle on Patreon. It's only $7.99 a month. You get early release daily of our Healing Circle. We do morning anchors. You get practices. At the end of the month, you get a master class, and you have access to me. Know that any product, because I only have certain products that I endorse and that I'm an ambassador for, doTERRA Essential Oils is one, and Agara Cafe is another. The links to both of those so that you can, peruse the website or get the products that you want are in the description and in the first comment. On that note, my friends, peace, love, and light. Thank you for spending your time with me. I wish you all the best. I love you all. Take care. Remember, healing lives here. Wholeness lives within you. This is not self-help. This is healing. Body, nervous system, wholeness. Energy medicine, Ayurveda-inspired living, herbal wisdom. Learn, heal, and be together. Wholeness isn't fixing, it's integrating. Evolve Global 22's Healing Light Studio. Understanding begins here. Healing happens here. Wholeness lives within you. Hello, everybody. It is Thursday. Welcome back to Evolve Global 22's Healing Light Studio and our Healing Circle. This week, we've talked about digestion, the immune system, and pressure, specifically blood pressure. And today, we're moving into something that affects almost everyone in some way, blood sugar. Because when your blood sugar is off, your energy is off, your cravings are off, your focus is off, and your body starts to feel out of balance. But this isn't just about sugar. This is about how your body is using or not using energy. And tonight we're going to understand that and learn how to support it in a way that actually works in real life. Blood sugar imbalance means your body is not properly using glucose or sugar for energy. What this involves is insulin, which is the hormone hormones that move sugar into cells and how they respond to insulin, liver and metabolism, and yes, my friends, the nervous system. Some common symptoms are energy crashes, especially after eating, sugar or carb cravings, brain fog, belly weight gain, feeling shaky or irritable, and feeling tired but wired. Many people say, I eat and then I feel worse. What's really happening is your body is struggling to move sugar out of your bloodstream and into your cells. This happens because frequent sugar plus refined carbs, stress raises blood sugar, irregular eating patterns, lack of movement, and poor sleep. Blood sugar is controlled by your nervous system. If you're stressed, your body raises blood sugar for survival. This shows up physically as fatigue, weight changes, and cravings. It shows up mentally through brain fog and difficulty focusing. And then emotionally, it shows up as irritability, mood swings, or feeling out of control with food. You don't just control food, you support your system, my friends. From a power of 3 perspective of support, Energy medicine, stabilize before you eat. Blood sugar is highly reactive to stress. Here is a live practice you can start doing. Before eating, pause. Take a slow breath in through the nose and exhale a longer breath out through your mouth. Let your body settle just a little before you eat. This reduces stress-driven spikes. And as you exhale, how many ever times you do this, make the intention, my body uses energy steadily and efficiently. Some essential oils that support blood sugar balance: cinnamon for metabolic support, grapefruit for uplifting and balancing, and you can use these aromatically before meals. You can either put them in a diffuser or just put a couple drops on your hands, rub your hands together, and then inhale through the nose when you breathe in and exhale through the mouth. From an Ayurveda-inspired living perspective, understanding doshas or body types is key. Doshas are your body's energy patterns. Vata controls movement and variability. Pitta is metabolism and heat. And Kapha is structure and storage. In blood sugar imbalance, most often Kapha imbalances is there. Heaviness with a slow metabolism, sluggish energy, weight gain, and cravings. So Kapha is most likely out of balance if we're talking about problems with blood sugar imbalance. To support your system, eat lighter, balanced meals. Reduce sugar and excess carbs. Move daily and avoid constant snacking. Think steady, not heavy. From an herbal wisdom support perspective, cinnamon supports insulin sensitivity. Fenugreek supports blood sugar balance. And bitter herbs support metabolism. And Agara Cafe, my daily ritual, supports steady energy, less crashes or no crashes as a matter of fact, and supports focus without spikes. This helps break the cycle of highs and lows. So try your Agara Cafe today. For diet and food combination life hacks, never eat carbs alone. Always pair with protein and healthy fat and minimize the carbs. Use the plate method: half vegetables, a quarter protein, a quarter carbs. And I would also add to that, on the quarter carbs, only eat the quarter carbs once a day in one of your meals. Next, eat in order. This is powerful, my friends. First, eat the vegetables, then eat the protein, then the carbs. This slows sugar spikes immediately. Another life hack is add fiber before meals, salad or vegetables first. Avoid naked sugar. Fruit alone creates a spike. Pair it with nuts or yogurt. Now let's talk about a gentle reset for blood sugar support. This is a 3 to 5 day reset. Balanced meals is number one. No skipping meals. Reduce sugar and refined carbs dramatically. Focus on protein, vegetables, and healthy fats. Your goal is to stabilize, not restrict. What you may have never heard before, at least I hadn't until I started studying this stuff, is blood sugar issues are not just about sugar. They are about stress and patterns. Cravings are often physiological. They're not a lack of willpower. And skipping meals can make it worse. It triggers stress and creates spikes. And then energy crashes are not normal. They are signals. Now let's talk about medicine, modern medicine, pharmaceuticals, and why they are not always the full answer. Medication can lower blood sugar and help manage levels, but it may not address eating patterns, stress, or nervous system regulation. The reality is you can take medication and still feel unstable. True support is medical care when needed, plus daily habits, plus regulation, plus nourishment. Imagine, my friends, if you never needed the medical care and you could control it all on your own. That is a wonderful, beautiful thing. That, my friends, and this is what creates real stability. Again, to review some simple solutions: eat balanced meals, don't skip meals, reduce sugar gradually, support your nervous system, and move daily. Small shifts create lasting change. And now, as always, our 5 reflection questions. Number 1, when do I experience energy crashes? Number 2, what patterns do I notice with food and cravings? Number 3, am I skipping meals or eating irregularly? Number 4, how does stress affect my eating? And number 5, what is one way I can stabilize my energy today? This isn't just about sugar, it's about how your body is using energy and how supported your system feels. So this week we are not controlling everything. We're stabilizing gently and consistently. And that's where your body begins to respond differently. If you have found this information formidable and you would like more, please join our Healing Circle on Patreon. It's only $7.99 a month. You get early releases of these healing circles. You get more practices, deeper dives into the information. We do energy healings, meditations, other types of ancient practices. You have access to me, and we are a community that are empowering ourselves and each other to total, complete healing, health, and wellness. Peace, love, and light. And remember, healing lives here. Wholeness lives within you. Your morning routine matters more than you think. Agara Cafe and Matcha Agara aren't just drinks, they're daily support. Agara Cafe is a smooth, functional coffee designed to give you steady energy, mental clarity, and metabolic support without the crash. Matcha Agara offers a calmer, more focused, supporting mood, balance, and gentle energy throughout your day. With ingredients like lion's mane, L-theanine, and plant-based support for metabolism and mood, this is about more than caffeine. In Evolve Global 22, this is the power of 3. Energy medicine, steady and sustained. Ayurveda-inspired living, supported and balanced. And herbal medicine, clear and focused, because how you start your day shapes everything that follows. There's something about frankincense that feels ancient, steady, and deeply grounding. This isn't just an oil. It's been used for thousands of years in rituals, in healing, in moments of connection. Frankincense works gently but powerfully. It supports the body in slowing down, the mind in quieting, and the nervous system in finding a sense of safety. From a science perspective, its natural compounds help regulate inflammation and support the brain's ability to shift out of stress. But what matters most is how it feels. When you use frankincense, you may notice your breath deepen, your thoughts soften, and your body begin to settle. This is where healing begins, not in force, but in safety. In Evolve Global 22, we see frankincense through the power of 3. Energy medicine, it grounds and centers you. In the body, it supports natural balance and restoration. And in the mind, it creates space for clarity and calm. Simple, supportive, and functional. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is return to stillness, and frankincense helps guide you there. There is a reason lavender is one of the most trusted oils. It meets you exactly where you are, not with force, but with gentleness. Lavender supports the body in softening, the mind in quieting, and the nervous system in feeling safe enough to let go. From a science perspective, lavender interacts with neurotransmitters, helping calm the stress response and support emotional balance. But what matters most is what you feel. A deep breath that comes easier, a sense of exhale in your body, a quieting of the noise you didn't even realize you were holding. Lavender doesn't push change, it creates the conditions for it. And that's where real healing begins. In Evolve Global 22, we understand lavender through the power of 3. Energy medicine, it soothes and settles. Ayurveda-inspired living, it supports rest, repair, and regulation. And in herbal medicine, it invites calm, clarity, and emotional ease. Simple, foundational, and consistent. Because something healing isn't about doing more. It's about allowing your body to finally feel safe enough to rest. And lavender helps guide you there.